So now that we are rejuvenated, we want to get back into discussion. I'm waiting on the live. They're setting up the live right now. So meanwhile, you all could stand by on the Facebook and the YouTube for the live, because we want to reopen the conversation with regards to youth and marriage. Now, last segment, what was discussed is that we critiqued and we stated, you know, all the bad that could come from marrying young and all these kind of things. So what I want to do in this segment is we want to give advice to young people who might be in relationships or thinking of joining relationships. Give them advice in how they can remain celibate until marriage. And if they can't, what should they do? So while the live coming up, let me play a little, you know, Iwer stage is back on and is bigger and better than ever. Right, so I will just share some of the information that we have here, not just Iwer stage, but other information that we have. All right, so Buster moved to the Millionaire playlist, to the Lotto Plus jackpot. It is now an estimated $2.1 million. Press play on a new house, car, or even an extended staycation because of the Lotto Plus jackpot is now an estimated $2.1 million. Plus, one person won $50,000 in the last draw. Match 5 numbers and you can too. Fast forward your chance to win and get your tickets now for Saturday's $2.1 million Lotto Plus draw. And remember, winners always play Lotto Plus. Let's have a few more bits of information before we get back into discussion. All right. Change of business hours. Eastern Credit Union wishes to advise its members of all following changes to its business hours for all branches: Sangre Grande, Arima, Tunapuna, St. Joseph, Port of Spain, Chaguanas, San Fernando, and Tobago. On Friday, they open at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. They close for lunch, and then they reopen at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Last week of the month, branches will be open at 7:30 a.m. Please note that the Barataria branch remains closed at this time in adherence with the social distancing protocol. We apologize for any inconvenience caused and encourage members to utilize the call center online access by downloading our mobile app from Google Play Store or Android for Android, or iTunes for Apple users, and our ATM and link services, which are all available to maintain ample social distancing at this time. And finally, some information on Iwer stage, because we have been having Iwer stage and it's been going good. You know, you all could also comment on Facebook and let us know how the Iwer stage has been for you, how you enjoyed the show. Last night we had Farm and Happy. You didn't? Wow. Well, how you enjoyed the show. On Wednesday we had Brandon Best, and tonight we'll have Brother Mudada live on Iwer stage. So I'm going to just give all your taste of Brother Mudada before we jump back into conversation, you know. I just want to give all your taste of what he'll be bringing to the stage. So check it out. Brother Mudada.
All right.
North Stand.
Suggestion for this year celebration. CDC, we don't want to judge, we competition, no. Well, this year we decide to settle for public's decision, especially from the people in the North Stand. Man, if they don't like your song, they go start to boo you down. Tell them
from the North Stand.
What you saying?
The North Stand.
Big man that's afraid to sing. You can see them trembling, afraid in
the North Stand.
Tell them
in the North Stand.
Them you can't play peace. They don't even afraid police. Them up there
in the North Stand. Friendly North Stand.
All right. Give me. 76 of us loose. When I tell them the papers no use. 77 my play Juve. Mama all the way.
Yeah, man.
Believe it or not,
Brother Mudada live tonight. Nice, good old calypso. A lot of you would appreciate that.
They don't like your song, they go start to boo you down. Tell them
from the North Stand.
What you saying?
The North Stand.
Big man that's afraid to sing.
But we're jumping back into conversation with youth and marriage.
Tell them
in the North Stand.
You know, behind the scenes, I was speaking to Empress Julie, and she made some real good points, right? But you know, as I say, I'm waiting. Let me build the live now. Build the live, join the live, share the live. We are gonna be live here on the Street 919 FM on Facebook and Street at you on YouTube. So come in, join the live, join the discussion. This is Small Dread Youth Talk with Small Dread this morning. We're just vibing out to some Brother Mudada right now.
Man, if they don't like your song, they go start to pull you down. Tell them
From the North Stand,
what you say.
yes, the North Stand.
Big man that's afraid to sing. You could see them trembling.
The North Stand,
Tell them
the North Stand.
them you can't play peace. They go even afraid police. Them up
In
there.
the North Stand, friendly North Stand.
All right. Give me. You could just imagine 7,000 people booing. And the boo's not enough. They go pelt you up. When they smoke the ganja and they drink the liquor, oh my God. Oh. Look, you want to know if it's people getting on so. Man, if they don't like your song, they go start to boo you down. Tell them
From the North Stand,
the way you say.
yes, the North Stand.
Last year, Kitchen afraid to sing. I could hear him stammering, praying in
The
the
North Stand,
Tell them,
in the North Stand.
but with me is no problem. I say me and them is friend. I join the North Stand, friendly North Stand.
All right. So that was Brother Mudada with the North Stand. And as I said, Brother Mudada will be live here on Iwer Stage later on tonight. So tune in and be a part of these dynamic series of concerts. Iwer Stage, one-on-one with the artists, supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music, Pantrin Bago and U-Store, Lady Hills Avenue, San Fernando. And remember, these concerts are free, but I am telling you, it is not free for us. I watch at Iwer, be real invest into this thing, Emmanuel jump out of pocket, to make sure this come alive. So all we asking is that if you could, you know, you make a little donation to the fundmetnt.com. You just go fundmetnt.com and you look for the campaign that we'll have, and you click and you make your donations, because he is putting out a lot to ensure that the culture stays alive through this pandemic, and nobody can perform nowhere. You know, so he just doing his part, trying his best to make things work, and that's what we do here at the Street 919 FM. We look for solutions to the problems instead of stating the problems. But yes, so we're getting back into conversation, and I was speaking to Empress Julie behind the scenes, and what her take on it is to ensure that whenever your children would have like their significant other, you know, your daughter bring home a boyfriend or your boyfriend bring home his girlfriend, whatever, that you don't try to control, but you try to guide. And there's a difference, right? Control is, hey, I don't want you to do that, I don't want you to do this, I don't want you to do that, I don't want you to do that. That is it. There's no negotiation, there's nothing. What I say goes, and you leave it like that, right? Guidance is, okay, ooh, what is this that you have here? How serious are you about this? Okay, now, and you give advice, and you tell them, okay, well, or you're young, try to do this, try to do these things, get stuff together, you know, so that when time to take the big step, which is marriage, you know, or you're not frantic and unsure about what's going on, you know, because that is. It's scary. It's scary when you don't know what's going on, honestly. So yeah. So let me get back into the conversation. We want to talk about youth and marriage. We want to talk about young boys and crying, right? So a lot of people in the earlier segment also with regards to young boys and crying, as to whether or not young boys should cry. They said it is okay to cry, you know, let your feelings out and whatnot. But what about if you have a son where every little thing, like if he's being bullied or someone talks to him too rough or anything like that, he cries? What would be the action then? What would you do? What would you say to him? You know, how would you feel about it? Would you then say, do not cry, or grow a spine? or would you still say it is okay to cry? You know, call us in and let us know your thoughts here on the street. 919 FM 342-0081 71 for overseas. Sorry, is 7188743860. Our other number is back up. It was down for a while, but it's back up now. 466-5391. Or you could WhatsApp us at 771-1791. Yeah, so call us in, let us know. Let us know your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking, how you're thinking about these topics that I'm raising here. You know, what age is ideal for marriage? That's another thing I would like for people to let us know. What age is ideal for marriage? What age do you think people should be married at? A young couple should be married at, for the least or for the most? You know, give us that spectrum. What is the least age, and what is the oldest? How far in the future do you think is too late? Because I mean, prior to marriage, in your older ages, like all 25, 26, and you plan on getting married at 35, 36, you probably will be having sex and doing wrong things before marriage. So, what age do you think is ideal to get married according to the Christian Council, right? Because I can't speak for other religions. I could only speak for mine. Whether you call it Christianity or you call it Children of God, because everybody have their own way to call it. Once you praise the Godhead, the Holy Trinity, once you believe in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, what age do you think is ideal for marriage? Call us in, let us know your thoughts, comment on Facebook, or WhatsApp us at 771-1791. Those of you who are joining in on the live, please share the live, and let your friends and family and other followers know that we are on the live. Comment and let us know your thoughts. What age do you think is ideal for love and marriage? Well, what age do you think they are ready? Yeah. Okay. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Small J, morning.
Morning, sir.
I love your little topic, but putting a age number to it, I believe once two adults are involved in the relationship.
Adults, what age?
And, well, over 18.
Okay.
Once you're over 18.
Okay.
Because in the eyes of the law, you're an adult at the age of 18.
Okay.
What I'm saying, once two young people involved in a relationship, especially an intimate one, because in under God's law, sex is for husbands and wives,
correct.
not just man and woman. So, in this light, I would say once they know what they're about and are ready to commit to life, they could take that step as young adults. But here is where proper maturity and understanding come in, because nowadays the way these youths look at relationships, they go into it for the wrong reasons. So they have to be mindful of that. Unless you seriously ready to commit relationship-wise, don't just rush into that. Don't just rush into it. But my perception on it, the younger you are, you'll be able to grow with grace.
Yeah.
Getting married at a young age. But again, I believe the people you align yourself with. A mirror reflects a man's face. What he's really like is the people he associates himself with, for the good or the bad. So here is where the people that you associate yourself with, once they could encourage you as elders, or you have role models in your life that you could pattern in the positive. Getting married at a young age it's a plus for you because you and your wife will grow in grace.
And you all will be able to accomplish a lot together.
Correct. And make sure and have God as the foundation in your life.
Most important.
Because without man, God is still God. Without God, man is nothing.
Man is nothing.
So we need to be mindful of that. And having a son, and he's fragile, and he doesn't his fears.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't support it 100%, but here is where understanding comes in. But having dialogue with an individual to find out his strengths and his weaknesses, what would cause him to be in that frame of mind. I believe, you talking to him as a father will help him to see different. There comes a time in your life where that level of emotion kicks in, and there is nothing wrong in shedding some tears. Because I as an adult, when coming to my family, I'm very emotional when coming to that.
Okay.
So that varies, but my advice to my son, I believe in tough love. We had to toughen up and know well when we could share that level of
emotion,
and when we could stand up and
really
really
stand for him a little bit.
That tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, caller.
Anyhow, wonderful program. Enjoyed it.
Same to you. Yeah. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Yeah. You see, when two young people married, if people talk about and it's 18 years adult and you married, 18, let's say you now come out of school. you're in your studies and all kind of things.
Yeah.
And as you saw some 18 and next like 18, they just go and marry because they're an adult. You're not even taking time to get to know each other before just because they're adults and they tell themselves like one another. So they have to find about that 2, 3, 4 years, 25 years to 26 years is good age for somebody to marry after leave school, be properly educated. And because you're taking time to know somebody just running married just like that.
Yeah.
You have to know the person that they're going to marry to, what they're for, what you for, and what you will be for, what they're for. You understand?
Yeah.
And accept one of the exchange one of the ideas and things. So what you don't want or what you don't like is the word that you say, or let's sort that part out or put that out of the way.
So, caller, what you would think is the ideal age for a young couple to get married at?
I say 25, 26, when you after you school 18 years and you graduate, whatever the case is, and you have your senses and you start to like somebody from that age, we don't just marry them because you like them from that age. You have to learn to love them.
All right, caller, one more question. What would you say to a young couple who is having sex?
Well, that is a different thing. All that is in the teaching process. All that is in the teaching process because you're going to school, and if your parents have a proper guidance and there's no sex because you'll be observing.
Yes, very correct. You
want to get through. You understand? But as long as you have proper control on your children, things will not. Well, it is control because they're children. They're not adults. Even when they come to adults and they reach 18, they're still kind of children because they're still learning something. So it's not because you're a young boy going to marry them because they have a child mother and a child father. That is, I don't like to hear that at all because I know that we have time. Relationship, child mother, child father, that have a problem.
Yeah.
You know, you have children now, you go and the girl has to go to 200, 300, 400. Parents helping, guidance from home.
From young.
Your daughters and your children. Mothers have to teach their son also how to treat a young lady.
Yeah, because another thing I want to raise is that I saw a video the other day where this young man, he run into this young lady. I don't know if it was a piece of wood or a piece of pipe, but he hit she and floor she, you know. He hit she and floor she.
So a mother must let her son know, listen, a woman is not a child. You can't make no children. If you cannot get along with them, do like Mark and walk away. You see? Or try and break it down to understanding so it wouldn't happen again. understanding, I say understanding.
Yeah.
Acceptance, respect, and understanding, that's what makes a family, you know.
True, true.
Let me say that again, look clear. Acceptance, respect, and understanding, that makes a family. The love actually grows. You like somebody when they're young, but the love actually grows when they reach about, say, 14 years old. Then the love grows, you still together all the time, and but they must have a little bickering and thing in between. But you know when somebody's going to stay together for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Blessings. Yeah. So we getting some insight. So you young folks out there who just can't wait to get into the bedroom. Take note. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Manu, I didn't meant at the time that it's children within the age of 18, 19 years. No. I was just explaining.
Okay.
Just putting a number to it. You see, things happen. It have arranged marriage with families, knowing somebody growing up.
Yeah.
So when they reach that age of 18, the parents see it fit that, listen, okay, you can marry to this individual.
Okay.
For their own personal, probably spiritual beliefs or whatsoever. What I'm saying, that have worked. I'm not saying that is the way it should be. So don't misconstrue what is being said, Mr. Mano. What I want to say this. You as a parent, having your children under your wing, take what I'm telling you. They should pattern the positive from their parents, because I have a son. My son looked at me, he said, listen, I want a girlfriend just like my mother.
Yeah.
And he went and he signed that. They born about 6 days apart. So they carry similar qualities. He also looked up to me. Because if you ask your father and you ask your son who you want to be when you grow up, who you want to be like when you grow up, and he don't pattern his father, it's because something wrong. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. All right.
You
If
are the number one. You are the
Yeah.
number one teacher. You are the number one role model in that child life.
And if you don't seek role models from you.
Exactly. Now, my son have never seen his mother and father upset, quarreling.
I think that is important.
Ill speaking each other, talking down to each other. He have never seen that. So, having brought up as a child in this light, he see things different. And he would tell me, he said, listen, Daddy, I don't want to take too long to get married. But at the same time, he's in a relationship. And he's growing and getting to know young ladies.
All right.
Nowadays, you as a parent, don't tell your children, don't want to have sex, you know. You wasting time. Remember, no, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What you
It
need,
really
what
depends on them.
what you need to explain to them is the ramifications of it. But don't go and tell them do have that, because you telling a child. Remember, this is a curious group of people. You know? The mere fact you tell them not to do that,
Yeah.
is because you opening up Pandora's box.
Yeah.
But if you explain to them the right and the wrong, the do's and the don'ts, they will have a clearer picture and understanding of what needs to be done and what is not.
All right.
What is right and what is wrong.
All right. Thank you, caller.
But you as the parent, it is your responsibility to have your children under your wing. Just imagine as a father. Yeah, when I realize the world of today, how many fathers would call the son and embrace him, caress him. The meaning of the word caress, friendly hug or kiss. How many fathers do that? How many fathers call the sons and tell them you love them? listen, the world like this, you know.
Yeah.
It's so sad. My son is 20 years. I still hug him and kiss him. And tell him I love him. So, as parents, we need to do things to impact on our children in a positive way. And parents, I'm speaking to all the parents in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, talk to them.
Do not look at your child and call them a fool. Do not tell them they're stupid. Do not, as an individual, tell them anything for them to feel less of a child. What you could do, you could highlight to them, you do stupid things, but don't tell them they're stupid.
Okay.
There are certain things you don't tell a child. You could highlight the nonsensical things they do, but you don't put curse on them. You don't do that. But make time as parents to tell your children, to teach your children that you love them.
Okay, caller.
You are there for them. Okay?
Okay, caller. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your morning. Based on what that caller is saying, that the email he listed a lot of strong points. You know, we think we have in our culture we discipline our children. We still have corporal punishment. It's not against the law as it would be in other countries. So, you know, we could still beat with children. It is allowed. There is nothing wrong with beating your children, right? The Bible tells you to beat your children. There's nothing wrong with beating your children. But on the flip side, rewarding your children is another important thing. So your child do something that you approve of, that you congratulate them, you get them a gift, like they get an A in test or some kind of thing. Make them know that it's not just licks. You know, it's not just licks, because a lot of children these days, they only know licks. That's all they know. Life would be normal, and when they do something wrong, they get licks. If they do something good, the parents just watch them. All right. And then when they do something wrong again, they get licks. That grows up with a kind of rage. You know? That grows up with a kind of rage. That what that caller was speaking about there is very important. You know, we need to start to show our children love. Even when you're beating them, you stupid child, and you're beating them and every little moment you get, you're calling them names, and you're just like your father. You're a waste of time. These kind of things are scar children in ways that we as adults might forget would have scarred us if we were told the same thing, or when we were told the same thing. Because a lot of this is the way these parents have been treated when they were young. So they are just reciprocating the same training they get towards their children. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Yeah, man?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right. I hear you say something about the corporal punishment and spare the road and spoil the child. People is misunderstanding the whole concept about things, you know. Moses never used the rod to beat his children. Anybody in the Bible ever used the rod, the staff with the movement with to beat anybody? No. He used it to cross Jordan River. He used it to do miracles.
So how you understand, how you interpret the text, caller?
In a sense, all right, the rod is knowledge. Teach your children in the right way. You understand? That is what the rod is all about. If you scare it, your child will go astray. You understand?
Okay.
If you don't teach you, if you don't teach your children the right things, you understand? You don't teach them about the self-knowledge and about life, they will go astray. That is what the whole that text means. Spare the rod and spoil the child. The rod is knowledge. If they read any part of the Bible you read, and you read about the rod is from God in knowledge. The rod of my staff, I will comfort you. You understand? Anything that is and love. You don't tell a child you love them. And next thing you know, you hit them a cloud, you do something wrong, you hit them a cloud. Pat out. And then you go and cry and like, I love you. That's stupidness. You show love.
So caller, is it safe to assume that you don't believe in corporal punishment?
Love is also rotted too, you know. You discipline a child. You know that is love. You don't tell nobody I love you. You show love. You live love. Love is the way of life. You understand? The best thing you can give a child is knowledge. Not no car, not no house, not no gold ring, not no this, not no that. The best thing you can leave for a child when you live in the earth is a tradition to live with. You understand? People you see this Western theology way to bring up children and watch man. We have to get away from that as black people. We have to get away from that form of life.
According to your understanding, caller, leave us with a suggestion.
Knowledge. Train your children the right way. You understand? And so it will depart from you in the future. From that way.
And where would you find the right way?
Train the children. All right. Listen to me.
We running into the break, caller, so you have to be quick.
You see us going to school. From when you're small, you have to stop that. You have to start going to school from the age of 10 years. That's the first 10 years of their life is to train them so the course wouldn't waver. You understand? To be obedient. You understand? These are the things you have to train your child. Keep your child home and train your child. The first 10 years of his life. That is what the African man used to do. Our ancestors used to do. You understand? The first 10 years of your life, to train you to know yourself. Know thyself. You understand? That is the most important thing in a child life. That is the healing. That is the bread. You know, the preacher and say, and even if the bread, whatever the bread is the healing of the children. That is the healing of the children. A child is born sick, you know. A child is born lost, you know. You have to you have to guide them.
Yeah, well, a child is basically a blank canvas.
You understand?
But thank you, caller. We're running out of time.
Okay,
we'll have to leave it there.
You have a good day, right?
Same to you, sir.
Yes, man.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. There we have it, just like that. And we are out of time, unfortunately. But this was Youth Talk with Small Dread, just to fill the air with good vibes and good love, as usual, as we always try to do. So you all enjoy. In the words of the caller just now, you all have a good day. This was Small Dread with Youth Talk.
Streets, the official station that defends the nation.
Join us on a journey into the science and mystery of food. Yes, we all love to eat food and think that we know about food. But do we really know and understand the science behind food and the reasons why we suffer from lifestyle diseases? Do you know that most cancers are caused by our own eating patterns? That diabetes is not simply inherited, but is caused and induced by what and how we eat? Join Terry and George, nutritionist and health coach from Institute of Health and Fitness, for the series Fabulously Fit and Healthy at Any Age.
Tune into the street, 919 FM, every Friday from 11:45 a.m. to 12 noon for this program.
Men, women, tired of the invasive, painful old methods of testing prostate and breasts? The Institute of Health and Fitness Clinic and Wellness Center offers comprehensive and non-invasive diagnostic testing, which indicates the nature and extent of diseases and tests your nutritional levels. Our quick testing can identify early signs of problems by evaluating many of the bodily functions, such as male and female sexual function, gastrointestinal function, liver function, kidney function, thyroid function, heart and brain function, and also cancer testing. Results are comparable with other medical lab tests without the use of needles or embarrassing specimen cups, and is pain-free. We also offer all natural treatments. Visit us now at number 79 St. Vincent Street, Tunapuna, or call 492-7397 or 289-6363.
Searching for the right blend of seasonings that doesn't have MSG or salt and is totally natural? Then try our Healthy O line of natural seasoning and herbs, which are ideal for persons with diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and poor circulation. Look for Healthy O in your neighborhood grocery or mini mart.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person. Enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Good day, Trinidad and Tobago, and to all my loyal listeners. It's a pleasure being here once again. And we know this is a trying time to each and every one of us across the entire world concerning this COVID. And a number of you are of concern of what to eat, what to do, how to stay healthy, and all these things. Plus, we already have underlying conditions and stuff, especially those of you who have different diseases and stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a short series, and I'm going to be dealing with guide to detoxification. And we're going to be looking at detoxifying programs for the colon and bowel cleansing, bladder and kidney cleansing, lungs and mucus congestion cleansing, liver and organ cleansing, lymphatic cleansing, skin cleansing, and blood cleansing. So we're going to be covering all these at different programs. We want to understand what is detoxification, because a number of you all believe that, you could just go and put your foot in a detox and that's the end of it, and well, we know what's wrong with you and all. No, that is not what a detox is all about, and a foot detox is going to fix the whole system overnight. That is not true. Now, what is detoxification? Our bodies naturally do it every day. Detoxification is a normal body process of eliminating or neutralizing toxins through the colon, liver, kidneys, lungs, lymph, and skin. In fact, internal detoxification is one of our body's most basic automatic functions. Just as our heart beat non-stop and our lungs breathe continuously, so our body metabolic process continuously dispose of accumulated toxic matter. But in our world today, body systems and organs that were once capable of cleaning out unwanted substances are now completely overloaded. So much toxins material stay in our tissues. Our bodies try to protect us from dangerous materials by setting it aside, surrounding it with mucus or fat so it wouldn't cause imbalance or trigger an immune reaction. Our body stores foreign substances in fatty deposits, a significant reason to keep your body fat low. Some people carry around up to 15 extra pounds of mucus that harbors this waste. We mourn yesterday pollution-free environment, whole foods, and pure water. But since humans are born with a self-cleaning system, this ideal probably never existed. Today, we control our environment even less. The best thing is to keep pollutants to a minimum and to periodically get rid of them through detoxification. Does a detox program work if our self-cleaning system is overwhelmed? Detoxification through special cleansing diets may be the missing link to disease prevention, especially for immune-compromised disease like cancer, arthritis, diabetes, and fatigue syndromes like Candida albicans. Our chemicalized food diet with too much animal proteins, too much fats, too much caffeine and alcohol radically alters our internal ecosystems. Even if our diet is good, a body cleanse can restore your vitality